Okay, this is a serious issue. It goes to show that YouTube doesn't want to follow its own rules and it's willing to take down channels that aren't guilty of anything. Now, this case, it's a cope channel called Raging Golden Eagle. YellowFlash is a cope channel just like him. And I'll show you what he has to say about it, and we'll see if he's going to address the issue or if he's going to duck and dodge.
This really weird thing going on with anime and the female form in general, to be honest.
Okay, he's not. There's nothing weird about what's going on. The the guys are not allowed to see girls in sexy outfits anymore. That's what's going on here, because the feminists in YouTube that control YouTube want to deny men pleasure. So he's wrong right off the bat.
I'm going to tie all this into some real world repercussions in a second, but I did want to just show you some evidence here. I mean, Cowboy Bebop is the best example. You can have Spike shirtless, punching on, punching bag and sweating. But Faye, she has to be completely covered from head to toe. Right?
Exactly. And there's nothing strange about this. Because you, YellowFlash, covered this issue about how Japan is going to start knocking down on fan service. So this is not strange to you.
It's a really strange thing that's been going on, honestly, for the past couple of years, and it's only been getting worse as I pointed out yesterday in a video. We have the actress from The Flash point out that she's not even allowed to show her stomach on television anymore.
Of course not. She can do it on TikTok and make money because guys are losing money, giving their hard-earned to women who are just showing their bodies off. But television will give a guy a view of the female form for free. And so that's what they're against.
Blatantly says it right here. I'm not allowed to show my midriff on TV anymore. She's laughing about it, but it's a...
Yeah, she can afford to laugh about it because she is always going to find a way to make money off of showing her body off. She's not going to be affected in any way. She still has her role on TV, right? And gets paid for it. It's when you guys say this and put a laughing emoji that makes you look pathetic, because you guys are losing when you do. You're losing from what's happening here. And saying you find it funny is pure cope.
Real thing. The biggest medium to see restrictions, though, is anime.
Of course, because anime had the least restrictions in the first place. That's why they're getting targeted.
I have a friend on YouTube. If you come to my Saturday live streams every Saturday around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll know him as Raging Golden Eagle. Fellow content creator. Well, he was a content creator. His channel was terminated. This is what happens when you go to Raging Golden Eagle on YouTube. His page isn't available anymore. Had to look into it a little bit, talk to him. Had some people post some stuff on Twitter. What was going on?
Before we go any further, that's right, YellowFlash. Raging Golden Eagle makes content similar to yours. And some, feminist in YouTube didn't like his face, so she got him taken down. And this can happen to your channel. So I'm going to point that out to you.
Why was he banned? Well, there's stuff like this. This account has been terminated due to multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy on nudity or sexual content. Now, I had to think, I watch his content and I've never seen this.
I agree, YellowFlash. I have watched Raging Golden Eagle before, years ago. when they started watching the MGTOW stuff. And his channel isn't guilty of any of this. That's right. And let me show you something. This is a channel I'm sub to called The Soul of Wind, which just plays relaxing music in the background. It has 2 million, over 2 million subscribers and gets all kinds of views. And it'll have sexy images of girls that are practically pornographic on it. And these channels will never get banned. They will never get reported, let's say, either. Because guess what? Relaxing music is something that the girls will listen to on equal numbers to the guys. So it's not a guy's channel. It's a channel for everyone. And so they can have all these sexy images on it. It's only guys like you, the channels that are obviously male oriented, that are going to get reported and banned for these things.
Never seen anything on nudity. Now, what he did do was have anime girls in his thumbnails. What kind of anime girls did he have in his thumbnails? Well, we can take a look. We can go to Angry Yellowbird, which is still up. This is his backup.
Right. I don't need to hear too much more about this. In this case, anyone can look at these and see that there's nothing wrong. But like I said in the other one, the other channel I showed you, they can have those. And you know the reason why. I told you the reason why. Now we'll get ahead of this because I understand that his channel's been wrongly reported and taken down. And we all know why now. We'll see if YellowFlash has the ability to say so.
There's nothing in his videos that have any kind of graphic content. And that's what's crazy about this.
He isn't willing to admit it. There's nothing crazy about this at all. Crazy means it doesn't make any sense. This makes perfect sense. And YellowFlash knows it makes perfect sense. Feminists, not SJWs or Puritans, feminists have infiltrated all these platforms, and they make sure the men know their place, and they want to deny men any pleasure. And he knows that by now. So he can't even admit it to himself. What's that old Lovecraftian saying? When we piece together all the information that gives us the whole truth of the scene, we either go insane or run back to the safety of a new dark age. And that's what's going on with these cope channels. They're running back to a new dark age. They've got their heads in the sand. They can never admit what's going on. Sorry, YellowFlash, you're too much of a coward.
There's nothing on there. They just wanted to. I think the best example of this would be saying a click chimp. And what I mean by that is whoever deleted his channel was probably reported, and the trusted flagger probably just said, okay, and deleted the channel. Looked at the.
I agree with this, because the trusted flagger is probably someone, they know one another personally, and these feminists say, okay, here's a male channel content creator who doesn't know his place, and they don't have to look at it. They just trust them. They said, yeah, I know this person. That's true. Now, what are you guys going to do about this? At this point in the game, it's too late to do small measures. Men actually have to work together collectively. I know you hate that term, and do something about this on a political level. We actually would probably have to pool our money together and hire lawyers and deal in the legal system with YouTube and these platforms at this point.
Thumbnails and deleted the channel. That's probably what happened. So what I'm asking is for everyone to go to YouTube or to Twitter, because this seems to be the only way we can get things done. Okay, that Umbrella guy's posted something. I've posted something on my profile about it. That Star Wars girl has as well. Raging.
Okay, so now you're getting it. This is the starting process. Yellow Flash, you do realize you are acting like a collectivist now. You are doing collective work with other men, which is something, Cope channel guys hate doing, but it's come to this. And like I said before, this is the starting process dealing with something that has gone way beyond. The disease has gone way beyond. It's a chronic disease, right? So wrapping someone up in warm blankets after the pneumonia has gone this far is not enough.
Golden Eagle himself has. I've retweeted his. Okay, one of the best things you can do is jump on there and, like this one right here, jump on there and retweet it, tag Team YouTube, right? And try and make some noise, get them to actually look at this.
I like your wrestling analogy because tag teaming can only work with the assumption that the referee is honest. But you've watched wrestling, right? So you know that if the referee's paid off, putting extra guys don't mean anything. You have to now go after the system. Whole cloth.
And restore it. That seems to be about the only way we can get things done. So I would ask that you help get his channel back. I don't think he deserves this, obviously.
You know he doesn't deserve it. But the point is, even if he got his channel back, I don't see what the gain is. I mean, on a personal level, yes, you guys have your channels, but you guys are Cope channels. You actually harm, that you add to the fire instead of dousing it out. So I don't see any advantage from the average guy having your channels restored.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong. He just had anime girls in his thumbnail, and that's not graphic content.
He did do something wrong. He was born the wrong gender, just like you and me. My channel can be taken down any minute. Just a half hour from now, someone could look at my channel and say, we don't like this guy. And he's gone. That's what is scary. I know my channel has a shelf life before it gets zapped. And you should be scared because your channel is exactly like this Raging Golden Eagles channels from what I can see.
But for some reason, somebody at YouTube thought it was. So
not for some reason, you coward. You know what the reason is. You're a male content creator. You are pretending to make a stand for yourself. And that's why you've gone. You're not really making a stand because you can't even say the word feminist. But feminist YouTube and Twitter and all these other, and Facebook, they don't even suffer even guys who pretend that they're standing up for themselves. Only male feminists are allowed.
please try and help his channel. And really, that's the best that I can do. My hands are tied. I don't work at YouTube, so help the guy out if you can. And what's going on here? This is strange.
No, again, there's nothing strange about this. After A comes B, and after B comes C, we can all see it. We can all see what's coming. I've seen this years ago, and so have you. You just don't have the guts to admit it. You guys are purposely ignorant. And by the way, everyone, notice how beaten the voice of YellowFlash is. He's a beaten dog, because he wants to keep his channel going. And the fact is, he still wants to be the good boy. He still wants to say, "Oh, look at these Puritan." We don't mean you girls, you SJ, feminist. It's only the SJWs and the Puritans, right? And the weirdos, right? Every other label except what's to be used. So, I mean, this is how ineffectual and feckless and limp-wristed this guy YellowFlash is, and Raging Golden Eagle, and all these cope channels.
What's going on with anime girls? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Also, if you're
There you go. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. And like I say, if you want to make a real dent, you really have to become a surgeon and cut open the ailing body and remove the appendix. In other words, this is going to take real legal action on a massive collective effort of men who use these platforms. And I notice you guys, I mean, you don't like, you're all strong individuals, but as you've shown here, all of a sudden you realize you have to use collective effort, right? And it's, for you, it's a little too late, too little too late. You have to do a complete 180 on how you think and how you behave. And you have to come out and say, guys, we want to start pulling our resources and doing some real fighting. Basically, you guys would have to join the MRM at this point. You'd have to become MRAs. The average guy can no longer be a fence sitter and just an average guy standing on the street and saying this isn't right or unfair or stupid or whatever. Men have had their rights stripped from them. You guys, including me, don't have any rights on these platforms. We're the wrong sex. So you have to fight sexism. You have to become an MRA. Anyway, that's what I got to say about that.